Alright guys, we're doing something a little different today. Yes, this is a Sonic Tubing channel, but I want to talk about the Minecraft movie trailer that just released. Here's why. Minecraft is a beloved game that I used to play when I was growing up. I would spend hours and hours playing this game. Sometimes me and my friends would play this game until 8 in the morning. Minecraft is the biggest game in the world, and it's definitely impacted millions of people, such as myself. Video game movies in 2024 seem to be all the rave, and that trend of video game movies being poorly received has kind of changed due to the Sonic movies. The Super Mario movie was one of the highest grossing animated films of all time, so it's safe to say that it was pretty successful. We got a Fallout TV show, which was pretty well received as well. We got that Detective Pikachu movie. So obviously another popular gaming franchise is looking to cash in on the video game movie hype. So as you know, they just dropped a trailer for a live action Minecraft movie, which is coming out April 4th, 2025. And you know, people on Twitter are saying that it looks pretty bad. And I gotta say, like, I'm in the same camp. I don't think it looks very good. It's not to say that the movie's guaranteed to be bad. Just keep that in mind. This is kind of just my first initial thoughts. The movie can still be good, right? If you're into that type of movie, it can still be okay. Just as of right now, this is it's not looking great, at least in my opinion, and a lot of people in my TikTok comments opinions as well. And it makes kind of sense to take a look at the Minecraft movie as opposed to the Sonic movie, because you know, I am a Sonic YouTuber and we covered the Sonic movie news on this channel. That's kind of my job. And to me, I feel like the Sonic movies are almost the pinnacle of video game movies, so it's kind of neat to draw some of these parallels. So let's talk about that real quick. First, let's get into my reaction to the trailer. Here it is, the Minecraft movie trailer. I feel like it's gonna be really stupid. I'm sorry. Sorry to say it. Oh my god. What is that? Nah, this looks so... This looks kind of stupid. Jack Black. What is he doing in this movie? I'm Jack Black.
I'm Steve.
You're not Steve.
Okay.
This guy is such a tool bag.
Nah. That type of humor is not it. A Minecraft movie. That thing looks cursed. They got the villagers. Dude, what is even the point of this movie? Dude, this is gonna be the worst movie ever. So it seems like this is just a teaser. I don't think it's an actual, like, full-blown trailer for the movie, but it kind of gives us this, it kind of sets the stage for us. We get to see some of the visuals because it is a live-action movie. So you get to see, like, some of the CGI stuff that they're incorporating into the film. You get to see the actors. You get to try to picture what the plot could potentially look like, but it's kind of weird, right? It's kind of like, where do you even derive a plot from this movie? It seems like people from the outside world were dropped into the Minecraft world, and it's kind of like self-referential. Everyone seems to be confused. No one seems to know why they're there. And Steve is the main character of the Minecraft movie, although there really never was a plot to Minecraft as far as the actual game. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky and a little bit complicated. While there's technically, quote-unquote, like a main character in Minecraft, or not even really a main character, I guess you could call him like the mascot, which is Steve. There was never an actual plot to the Minecraft games. The purpose of the Minecraft games was always a sandbox, open world kind of thing, where the player is basically in charge of their own story, or lack thereof, really. So how'd you adapt a game for a movie when that game has no plot or really any lore to pull from? That's where it gets complicated, but also at the same time, it could be a gold mine for a director. You have a popular established IP and you basically get free range to do whatever you want. As a creative, I think most creatives would welcome that challenge, and it's like, okay, why don't we make our own stories in Minecraft, in our own Minecraft universe? Because there's nothing. It's basically like a blank canvas. But also at the same time, when you have nothing to go off of, nothing to really adapt, you run into the problem with what I'm seeing with this movie, and it's like, what the hell is this even about? The first Sonic the Hedgehog movie was almost a disaster. Thankfully, the fans were able to convince the studio to not ship this movie in the state that it was and give Sonic a redesign. The thing about it is that it had a plot, it had some character development, and you can clearly see that through the trailer, and you can see exactly what this movie was about. Sonic was going to Earth. He was going to find his way, even though he was alone. Similar to the Minecraft movie, they're not really adapting much from the actual Sonic games. This movie, you could have replaced Sonic with any other character, and it probably still would have worked. So that's kind kind of the cool thing about it, is that they kind of did their own thing. Obviously, there's a Sonic verse Robotnik element, but they were able to do their own thing and really establish a plot that works. And obviously, the first Sonic movie did work because they were able to greenlight 2 more sequels, which actually adapted a lot more elements from the games, or just had more stuff to base off of, even though it's kind of its own thing in a lot of ways. It definitely helps that the Sonic franchise also has a lot more lore to pull from, as they've had some very intensive story-based games. That's why they're able to adapt elements from Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Shadow the Hedgehog onto the big screen, because, you know, there's something to adapt, as opposed to Minecraft, which is an open-world crafting sandbox simulator. There is never really any plot. When I heard a couple of months ago that they were making a live-action Minecraft movie, I knew right off the jump, I was like, this is probably gonna be stupid. And then the first teaser comes out, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I expected. But there was maybe one thing they could have done to maybe frame a story or provide some familiarity to the fans. Like, you had the Minecraft story mode thing. Maybe you could have adapted something from the plot of that to make whatever they're going for in this movie feel a little bit more cohesive, or, you know, story driven or whatever. I mean, you know, when you watch a movie, there's got to be like a purpose to it, I guess. As of right now, what the movie looks like to me is, hey guys, we're in Minecraft, the movie. Like, that's literally all it is to it. And I think something that really throws everything off is the live action. I'm not necessarily opposed to live action for a video game adaptation, as long as it fits. And I think the Minecraft universe looks extremely uncanny and a little bit cheesy with the live action. It's crazy because in the live action Sonic movies, the cinematography and VFX looks a lot better, and the characters, even though they're little aliens, look a lot more well placed in the real world. There's a lot of great shots in this movie, and it's just simply a great looking movie. Look at this shot of Shadow the Hedgehog skating on the water. It looks extremely good, and it just looks like it fits. It looks natural. All of these random human characters in the blocky Minecraft world, like half CGI, just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. I mean, it's just my opinion. You also have to consider the fact that humans have always been in the Sonic universe, and they've actually in the past tried to go for some of these more realism elements. If you look at Sonic Adventure 1, like, he's literally in Station Square with humans. So humans aren't necessarily foreign to the Sonic series. So that's why it kind of works. Whereas the Minecraft series has never really been about the hyper-realism. So when you mix the hyper-realistic characters in that 3D world, it just looks off. It almost looks cheap, but there's also some shots that do look pretty good. Like, the actual world itself looks really good. Like I said before, I'm not against it, but I think a movie like this, especially Minecraft with like the blocky aesthetic that we're used to, probably works better in an animated film. I think it would serve the film a lot better. I think it would look better. It would make things just look way less weird. I mean, the mobs in the film don't necessarily look terrible, right? I mean, like, if you had the actual characters that fit, like the actual human main characters in the film that match this aesthetic, it would probably look a lot better. Maybe fans would receive it better. I mean, I'm still willing to go in with an open mind, and maybe I'll still watch it. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't planning on it. Like, there's probably going to be some fun to be had in the movie. I'm sure people will enjoy a lot of the Easter eggs and references to the games and just kind of seeing their favorite gaming franchise on the big screen. Maybe it could be made like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which is really made for the fans, and the fans really enjoyed the movie, and maybe the general audience didn't like it as much. But I don't necessarily get the same vibe from the Minecraft movie. I get very big Hollywood vibes from this movie. You know, maybe they're just milking the Minecraft franchise for money. I mean, we see some Easter eggs, like we see some crafting tables. We see there's going to be some building. We see some TNT in the background, potentially some diamonds. You also see the little blocks of wood that you get typically from cracking the tree. So yeah, there'll be some game references, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't look that appealing to me. Whereas the Sonic the Hedgehog movies are just looking like the pinnacle of video game films. Last thing I'll say is this: when they announced a live action Minecraft film, my first initial thoughts were, why are they making a Minecraft film? And after watching the first teaser, my thoughts are still the same. I'm still wondering why they made a Minecraft film. What is it going to be about? Don't really know. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but maybe it can still be good. Who knows? Those are just my ramblings on the trailer. I just wanted to do something different today. Let me know if you want more video game trailer reviews or something. I don't know.